the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. You look at LaMarcus Aldridge and all that he's been able to do in his career. While he might not be the best power forward in the game, he's certainly top three. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, on certain nights, he's the best. You know, he does things and has a skill set that's a nightmare matchup. A lot of guys can't do that. 2010 is just a regularity for him, but the way he gets it, you know, the true power forward of the golden era when they used to shoot on the baseline, that's him, and he does that.
You know, his favorite shot was the pick and pop around the free throw line area, but he's added a three-pointer to his game and now can step back, stretch out the defense. It's stretch four to what he is now.
Can you imagine if you had added a three-pointer to your game, Shaq?
I didn't need it, Ernie.
Can you imagine if you had added a three-pointer to your game?
Didn't need it, Ernie.
But can you imagine if you had?
Didn't need it, Ernie.
Is this going to be repeated?
Kenny, can you imagine if he had added that to his game?
He didn't need it, Ernie. He did not need it.
I don't need this either. We'll be back later.
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against... the Knicks in New York. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Cole Aldridge, and it's Mills in at the one. Picked by Varejao. Love with the screen on Leonard. Smith right side. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Love. Down low, Moon, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Both free throws good from Moon. And the Spurs with possession. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff, too.
Mills can't hit. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. That's in there. Love with the assist.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now, here's Mills. He's coming off a 19-point game against Toronto.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Here's Mills. Clock at 4. Shot, high post. That's short off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pick by Verajao. Irving dishes to Love. The rebound by the Spurs.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's sent back by Irving. Now Cleveland moving it up. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Now here's Mills, covered by Irving. Green kicks to Aldridge. And here's Leonard from 3. That's good.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Love. Love with another miss. San Antonio trailing here. Mills with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. That's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Love with the basket on the assist by Irving. Love's got his first 2 points of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Aldridge. The shot no good. And Cleveland the other way now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again. Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
A nice shot by Irving.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Aldridge. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Here's Verajao, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one misses. Evan Fournier's checked in for Daniel Green.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Smith the pass to Moon. Kicks it to Irving. Down low. And it's slammed in by Moon.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Nice job coming off that screen.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Irving misses.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Leonard, no luck.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Irving attacking. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao.
Tristan Thompson.
Four on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And on the way from Irving for three. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Here's Mills. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Outside Irving. Out to Smith. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. The dish to Thompson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Come on, Shumpert's checked in for Irving. David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now, here's Mills. He's got 5. Now Aldridge. He kicks it to Mills. It's West with the drive. Here's Aldridge. Makes it off the glass.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Moon with it. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. To the paint. Kicks it out to Love. And the layup's good off the glass. Love's got his second basket of the game.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Moon. He's got 6, and that one's good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And Mills kicks it to West. Again, the Spurs good for 2. Here's Moon. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Shumpert dishes to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Smith off a pick from Moon. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Smith. Thompson's got his second basket of the night. Spurs trail by 5. And here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Smith outside. Here's Moon. He's covered by Leonard. Moon passes to Smith. It's a pick by Love. Just his first attempt. And again, it's Cleveland.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Here's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. Number 1, Amon Shumpert. 3rd is Kevin Love.
Well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Keefe is checked in for Cleveland. Vasquez comes in for Smith. Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Kyle Anderson comes in for Patty Mills. Diaw, the screen. And Fournier kicks to Leonard. Stauskas is checked in for San Antonio.
That's the first personal foul into the lineup for the Spurs. Nick Stauskas.
Here's Fournier, guarded by Vasquez. Good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Moon. 9 points in the game so far. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Deflects the pass. Cleveland moving it around. Shumpert against Anderson. Outside Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by West.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column. I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Moon. 11 points in the game. And there's the pass to Keith. Baseline J on the way. No good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Stauskas. Here's Fournier. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Moon. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Vasquez dishes to Thompson. Diaw with the steal. And there's the feed to Anderson. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Diaw, the screen. Here's Fournier. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Diaw, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Vasquez. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Here we go, all alone. Oh, and the dunk by Moon.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Anderson following the score by Cleveland. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Diaw, the screen. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. In for your Cavaliers. Doug McDermott.
Pick by West. Feeds to Fournier. Here's Diaw. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Moon up top. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Cavaliers on top, up by 11. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we had the chance to catch up with Greg Popovich, and he talked about how he felt Tony Parker ranks among the league's best point guards. Pop breaking it down and telling it like it is as usual, Clark. You got to love having a guy like that as your coach.
Without question. You have no idea how huge that is for a player to get that kind of support and backing from his coach. Is Tony Parker a great all-star and champion? In my book, absolutely, without question. But would he have reached that level without Greg Popovich as his coach? I think even Tony would tell you, probably not.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Cole Aldrich is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Mills in at the point. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He had 23 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Leonard from 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now here's Mills, covered by Irving. Mills with it. He's got 5. This is to Diaw. Great D that time from Love.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And a wide open look for Irving. That falls. Great assist by Love. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. Spurs trail by 18.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Keefe, he's checked in for Varejao. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Vasquez, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Q in for Kyrie Irving. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Aldrich. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Fournier's checked in for Daniel Green. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Patty Mills. Moon, they get it back. Passes it to Vasquez. Here's Moon. He's got 15. Thompson outside. They set the pick. Pass to Shumpert. Puts up a 3. Fournier pulls it down.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
It's stolen by Stauskas. The shot's good from Fournier.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Count the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
West passes to Stauskas. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got his 3rd assist on the night.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Just 5 to shoot. The three. Moon can't hit.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
McDermott's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Outside jumper. Pass to Moon. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
It's Anderson with the drive. West outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Anderson right side. Shoots from the baseline. Misses off the left iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that does it for the first half of play. Cavaliers ahead. Ending the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and they've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you at the table.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business, TCB. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. One big reason to be encouraged is the scoring we got off turnovers. There's nothing that'll lift a team up like good defense leading to offense, and that's just the kind of lift we could use.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Love and Verjao are up front. Irving is out there with Q. And it's Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Inside, here's Love. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And here's Mills. He dishes it to Aldridge. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
And he sinks the second. And the Cavaliers with possession here. 13-point lead. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And Varejao kicks to Smith. Back to Varejao. And it comes off the front of the rim. San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Kicks to Leonard. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Smith kicks to Irving. From downtown, Smith gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Stolen by Varejao. And it's Smith penetrating. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Talk about a terrific game for Smith. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
J.R. Smith hits them both. Spurs trail by 18. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Aldridge. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. It's a pick by Love. To the paint. Here's Moon. Great D that time from Green.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
There's the dish to Mills. Clock at 6. Top of the key. Launches it. Danny Green, and that's good. Green's got 5 now.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. The Cavaliers 5th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
San Antonio making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. Moon dishes to Irving. Here's Varejao, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Love with the screen on Green. Here's Moon, guarded by Green. Green with the block, and they're able to recover. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. 16 points for J.R. Smith. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. He feeds it to Diaw. Inside, here's Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. 14 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Now Irving. 7 points in the game. Shot from 12. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Leonard attacking. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way. Moon with it. 19 points in the game. Smith kicks to Moon. And it's good. Moon's got 21 in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Diaw with the screen on Irving. There's the pass to Diaw. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Varejao. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 17. Green kicks to Mills. Diaw, the screen. Now here's Mills. 10 points for him. Clock at 6. Back to Green. Here's Diaw.
In the first half, they had some success from the arc, but that isn't the case here. They're down and trying to get it all back in one fell swoop. That's not the right strategy. Chip away at it.
Diaw, the screen. Mills, that's a two-pointer. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Smith kicks to Irving. Now the feed to Varejao. To the middle. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor. I
Chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Mills. Kept alive. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Leonard kicks to Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Love with the screen on Leonard. Irving. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Leonard attacking.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he has 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. The screen from Thompson. 5 on the clock. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Thompson's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Hits, count that one from Stauskas.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Irving passes to Love. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Love's got 4 this quarter.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
That's good. 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really, something that the defense has to address.
Anderson dishes to West. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. Putting up about 25 points per game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And San Antonio also making a switch. Fournier is checked in. It's a pick by Love. On the wing, Shumpert. 3-pointer. Fournier pulls it down. Spurs trail by 21. Anderson kicks to Diaw. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Hits, count that one from Stauskas.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Moon passes to Love. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You look at what Love has done so far. He's got 10 rebounds and a block. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
Both free throws good from Love. San Antonio's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. It's Anderson with the drive. Diaw with a wide-open look. No good off the back of the rim.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Thompson dishes to Moon. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here's Thompson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
And the Spurs making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Anderson. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The wide open look here for Aldridge. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And Moon kicks to Vasquez. Feeds it to Moon. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Spurs trail by 21. Stauskas, the pass to Anderson. Here's Stauskas, guarded by Vasquez. Stauskas with the bucket. Stauskas has got 11 points.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Love outside. 6 to shoot. San Antonio with the rebound. West has got 3 rebounds now in this one. He kicks to Anderson. Pick by West. Off the pick. And it's Aldridge missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Moon dishes to Thompson. And Shumpert kicks to Love. Shoots a fader and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Anderson outside. Here's Aldridge. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Here's Moon. 23 points in the game. From deep. Off target with that shot. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 18. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Irving. On the floor for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Cole Aldridge. And it's Mills in at the point.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag. And They've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Pick by Verejao. And it's slammed in by Moon.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And here's Mills. Aldridge a screen. Off the pick. Mills can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Here's Moon. And it's good off the back rim and in. Moon's got 10 points here in the second half.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Aldridge, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Cavaliers have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pick by Verejao. Smith outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson against Leonard. Unloads from 13. Here's Aldridge. Cannot hit. Smith with the defensive effort. Dishes it to Thompson. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And here's Mills for 3. Moon pulls it in. Moon's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Irving passes to Thompson. Verejao setting the pick for Thompson. Irving kicks to Verejao. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Spurs have gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Outside Green to stop the drought. San Antonio again missing. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's Verejao, high post. On the wing, Irving. Back to Verejao. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Outside Leonard. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Passes to Mills. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Irving kicks to Thompson. Pass to Moon. And he slams it one-handed.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Now Mills, just 5 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. Goes back up, and Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A different look now for Cleveland. Keefe comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Doug McDermott in for Q. A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Keefe. And it's Q in for McDermott. Outside Irving. Pass to Verejao. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Anderson. And Leonard gets it to go.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly. A rim rucker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Mills with it. Takes a three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. Going against Irving has been a big issue for him. He has 12 points and 11 dimes.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court. Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Cleveland leading by 17.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Love outside. Verajao setting the pick for Love. Now here is Verajao. No good off the front iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And Mills kicks to Green. Here's Aldridge. He dishes it to Mills. They set the pick. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Aldridge. No luck. Great D that time from Love.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Green kicks to Mills. And here is Aldridge. Outside, Green. The dish to Aldridge. Mills, that's a two-pointer. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Mills has got 9 points now in just the second half. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Irving, covered by Mills. The kick out to Irving. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 17. Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Keefe is checked in. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Now Vasquez. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
Hey.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. What was the team's attitude coming into tonight's game?
I mean, unfortunately, they're a losing team right now. We want to win by as much as we can, and defensively, we're doing what we're...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.